All right, Glenn, co-manager of Stephen Disney Drago Robinson, who's just got a win over Nick Campbell, 4th round stoppage. Of course, you're his very, very close good friend as well, and sponsor as well.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Fantastic result tonight. It's what we all knew that Stephen could do. Obviously, as a friend, but also a sponsor, obviously I put a little bit of money back into him as well to make his dreams come true. But I think from tonight's performance, he's shown people that he's got the power and he can do the job.
And how do you assess his performance? And
I think the first round, he went in, he done well with his jab. He was beating Nick to the jab, he was moving his head. He was good, but then obviously, unfortunately, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And obviously, I think the second round, Nick nicked that. Stephen was getting caught with shots again. But yeah, this the third bit even, and then obviously the fourth, obviously got the win, which was fantastic.
You agree with the stoppage?
I do, yeah. I think he was going to get seriously hurt. Look, he got dropped down twice. Going for the third, I've just watched it back again. Stephen was swinging. Listen, he's seen that it's hurt him. He's swinging wildly to knock him out. We know what power that man possesses. I've spoke with a lot of heavyweights who Stephen has sparred with. A lot of lads who have been in with the likes of Klitschko, David Hay, some big boys, and big hitters. David Price, I think he was meant to be one of the biggest hitters about. Chris Burton from Darlington said to me, he said, "Listen, Stephen," he said, "phenomenal power. Make him believe in himself." And you know what? When he hit Nick, and Nick was obviously laid down on the canvas, I think that it's reignited the belief into Stephen of, I can do it again, and he done really well.
Of course, what you're leading into here, I think, is the beginning of the year, the whole Shane Gill thing, and whatever. It started off real bad. Of course, it finished on a high, but it's been a long, hard year for, of course, him. But you've been with him out in Portugal. You've been with him on the phone, him upset, and
obviously the situation with Shane Gill. Stephen's very humble in defeat, as in he is in victory as well. I think you've seen that with this week, his performance, his media commitments with Nick has been fantastic. Has been a gentleman, and even after the fight, Nick come into the dressing room and we're having a chat with him. He's a great sportsman. He's an elite athlete. I've never seen a man train as hard as him, but also he's suffered a lot mentally. There's been a lot of people who, unfortunately, the world with COVID and whatever, there was a lot of mental health stigma about people killing themselves and stuff like that. And unfortunately, obviously, Stephen and the team have been. We lost someone. Stephen shouldn't have fought, but unfortunately, in boxing, you don't get paid. You don't get paid if you don't fight, and he had to fight Shane. Ring walk music was changed, and it was just a nightmare. The gloves got changed, it was just an absolute mess, and they made him out as a bit of a gimmick. And like Stephen said today, he's not a gimmick; he's the real deal. But like I say, Ben Shalom and Boxer, it's a business for them. They've got a lot of fighters, and you've got to respect that. They're probably the best platform in the world on Sky Sports, but. If Stephen was a greyhound, he would have been shot, and unfortunately, I'm a real man, a people's person, and I think a bit of what do you say? A bit of emotion, I think. Listen, Stephen come out today. You've seen his ring walk t-shirt. I was stood ringside, and I was crying when he was coming out because I know I've been with him. I've been through all this shit. And we went out to Portugal after the Shane Gill loss, and it was me who was picking up the pieces with him, and obviously the team as well. It's hard, and seeing a big grown man like that who's broken, it's not good. But you've got to learn to talk and just rebuild your life, really, because elite sportsmen, it is their life what they're doing. Boxing it's a lonely sport. It is.
But on a high note, he finished the year phenomenal. I know it's been stupidly hard for all of you.
Yeah, well, listen, it was the fight of his life tonight. Literally, he's out of contract with Sky. It was literally do or die tonight, and when we come out of the dressing room, we had a good chat, and he said, listen, he called the fourth, he got the fourth. It was do or die, and he's done. So hopefully massive talks will be had in January, or well, yeah, probably January, because obviously it's Christmas next week. But yeah, so talks in January with Ben and John, and see what they're going to offer, and see if they want him. Obviously, I think they do. He's a character. He's very likable, and
he's very sellable.
Yeah. Listen, I was sat there with Spencer Oliver, great lad, and they're backing him. They can see what he's got. He's got the potential. We need to move around different gyms, I think, and learn from different coaches, because every coach has got different views. So I think if we go around all the gyms and we travel and we do stuff like that, then I think Stephen will become a better fighter all round.
Immediately after the fight, I ran over to where all the Sky team were, like Ben Shalom and Dan and Spencer Oliver and everybody. Everybody was so happy for Stephen, though. So happy for him. Yeah,
honestly, it was the emotion, mate. It was mental. I've just watched like the fight back there, and at the end, I think if you look back at the ring, I've picked up Spencer, like giving him a cuddle. Like my head went. The emotion was mental. But yeah, it's nice. But like I said before. Obviously, he suffered the defeat with Shane.
Can everybody learn something on this, though?
What from what do you mean? Sorry.
Obviously, like a boxer, Sky Sports, and Stephen. It's
people are people, man. You need to. We've all got feelings. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how big or hard you are. You've got feelings, and like I said, if he was a greyhound, he would have been shot.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he got beat. There was reasons behind that. They were made aware of the reasons behind that, and still not a phone call, not a text message, nothing like that. It's quite sad. But listen, I'm in business myself. I have 150 lads work for me, and if any of my staff have any kind of tragedy or newborn babies or good news, or even bad news, you're there through thick and thin with them. The people, the human beings, and you've got to treat people with respect to get respect back. But listen, I think we've had a chat, and hopefully 2023 will be massive for Stephen and massive for Boxer. Obviously, we want to be associated with them guys and sign to them and get some good fights.
Because I know that Steve, he enjoys being a Sky Sports fighter. He does. He may not openly say he does, but we know that he does. Yeah.
The thing is with Stephen, he's like a closed book. He just plays. He's just silent assassin. He's very quiet. Cracks on with it, and he's a man. Doesn't like talking, but you know what? He's learning to talk. And those who really know him, he's a big softy, mate. Yeah. He's a big softy. You know what I mean? He wants to be with Sky, and who wouldn't? It's like he says, it's every boy's dream. He gets a lot of hate. I put a status on my social media. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. Went to bed at 1:30, just couldn't sleep, my head was constantly ticking.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, honestly, it's just constantly going over scenarios all the time, and I looked on I think it was Boxer Post, and Stephen was getting some big hate. But you know what it is? I asked him, has anyone ever come up to you and said, Stephen, you're shit, Stephen, you can't box? He's like, no. I said, everyone always comes up to you, can I get a photo with you? Can I get your autograph? Like, everyone's hard behind a keyboard, but you know what? It's a form of bullying. And all these people who sit there and go, oh, you can't box, you shit. Get yourself down to the boxing gym with us. Come in. But honestly, please reach out to Martin or to us. Come into the gym, you're welcome. Come and spar. There's levels in boxing. We had a guy there called Stephen a Gimmick. Yeah? Can I mention his name?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, was it Maximum Jenkins, is it?
Right.
Yeah?
Fucking pudding is what you are.
He's slated Stephen, yeah? I offered him to come down to the gym and spar him. Oh, no, I'm not that level. Well, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Stop slating him, Then I seen him on Nick's post, do the gimmick. Yeah? That pissed me off. So I thought to myself, I stored it. I bit my tongue. I was being professional. I wasn't biting to him. So as soon as Stephen won, I texted him on social media. Not just a gimmick, and put a laughing face to him. This kid, and he goes, oh, is white collar boxing at best. Fuck, get down the gym, Maximus, yeah? I'll spar you. And I haven't even had a fucking fight. I'll spar you. Not a bother, mate.
Says him who lost to a fucking journeyman.
Well, listen, you need to shut your fucking mouth. It's simple as that. Like, I can't stand the bullying people. That's all it is. Keyboard warriors, fucking bullying. Stop it.
Yeah.
Be a fucking real man. Come to the gym and have it. If you want to have it, have it. Deontay Wilder's done it. Curtis Woodhouse done it. He went to Bully's house years ago. Can you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And they're fucking sat there on GMTV crying their eyes out. Like, it needs to stop, man. All these, like, it's ridiculous. Just be a real man, be a gentleman, shake people's hands, be nice. If you've got no good to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah.
Simple as that, because it does affect people, you know. It's not good.
I haven't had, I think it was yesterday or the day before, there's this guy, he's, I don't know, I'm gonna presume he's an amateur fighter or something. He's been sparring like Fabio Wardley and everything, and he said that both Nick and Stephen are shit. So I wrote back to him, and rather than him say no, I'll beat them, instead he wanted to fight me.
Pathetic.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
You're
a little
a
muppet. You know who you are. You're a
yeah,
muppet.
You're a family man. You do what you do for your family and the love of boxing. You're great. You've got a fantastic following. I think, was it 75,000 or something you've got now?
63.
60 odds. Yeah. Massive amount of followers, because you're good at what you do and you speak the truth. But why would people want to fight you for that? Because you've got an opinion. But ultimately, I think you don't have an opinion of. You don't bully people, you don't troll people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the world we live in, mate. Everyone's out behind the keyboard, aren't they? You know.
That's exactly what they are.
It's very sad, really.
It is.
It's very sad.
Anyway, 2023,
Yeah.
onwards and upwards. Let's put
Yeah.
2022 behind us. I know it finished on a high.
Yeah.
He's just knocked out the undefeated, big punching Scottish heavyweight champion.
When I see Nick get put on his back, I knew that that belief in Stephen again. He knows the power he's got. We know it. And I said to Dom, who was sat next to us, I said, listen, he's turning it on now. And listen, yeah, he did. He ran over and he's just swing big bombs. And when he swung them, it wasn't the tidiest. He's done a Deontay, hasn't he? He's tried to just get him out there, and he's done
his 7th professional fight, though.
Yeah, mate. Listen, I'd be excited like that. You go for the kill, don't you? You're in there. It's me or you. There's no overtime in boxing. You're getting put out, mate. Simple as that. And Stephen's done the job tonight, and
we're all proud of him.
Yeah, we're absolutely buzzing for him. It's fantastic, and you know what? I hope Newcastle get behind him. We've got a great northeast boxing at the moment. It's fantastic. Obviously, the Josh and Troy fight last week was fantastic. And we've got a lot of good. Obviously, Savannah's there as well. We've got William Howe coming through. We've got some really, really good.
Would you sponsor as well, William Howe?
Yeah, I look after William as well. Yeah, I've done a bit with Joe Tyres as well. Yeah. He's GB, and he's a Stockton lad. Obviously, that's where I'm from. So yeah, listen, I'm all for giving back, giving back to the boxers, making their dreams come true. I do well with what I do, and obviously I work alongside Boxer and the security company as well.
With their security, I was about to say.
Yeah, the security company. Yeah, we do really well, and it's good. So all about giving back. I'm a young lad myself, and I'm making things happen, and obviously hope you guys can do that as well.
Exactly. All right, Glenn, anything else you want to add?
No, I just hope people start and be kind to people, you know. Be kind, be a real man. Stop trying to bully people online. It's not good, because sometimes it does affect people, and it's not nice. You wouldn't say it when in the street, so don't say it at all, you know.
That's exactly right.
Simple as that, mate. Simple. And obviously, if someone wants to fight you, Martin, come down and put the gloves on the head guard. I'm sure you'll get in the ring, mate.
Of course.
No
worries.
So, listen, have a great Christmas, great New Year, and stay safe. Thanks very much.
It's fine. Appreciate it.